Hi guys! Are you ready for Science with Pete the Cat? So last week we met Pete the Cat and he was going to a science fair and there were people doing some really cool experiments. We made a little bit of a chemical reaction last week with the volcano. Well, this week we're going to do some of the other projects that were done at the science fair. But does Pete the Cat look ready for science? Goodness, no. Let's get him ready to do some science. So we're going to take off his little shirt and we're going to give him a lab coat. Now he looks much more ready. Let's flip that. He looks much more ready to do some science. But he also needs a little more. What else could we give him? Well, we could give him a beaker with a little chemical reaction inside of it. That looks pretty cool, right? But what else does he need? Safety first. He needs goggles. Let's see. Let's give Pete the Cat some goggles. Let's see. You guys ready? Here's Pete the Cat, all ready to do some science. So, one of the science experiments that was done in the project last week was slime. How do we make slime? It's so much fun and it's pretty easy. We just need a container. We need a bottle of glue. This is about 5 ounces of glue. I'm going to pour this in. I'll squeeze it in. While it is coming out of the container, I'm going to get our next ingredients ready. So, we need some baking soda. Are you ready for that? We need about 1 tablespoon. So, I'm going to get 1 tablespoon of baking soda to make our slime. There it goes. And we've got our glue. And we're going to mix those together. Let's see. Somewhere here. Oh, there we go. I got a plastic spoon. We got the glue still coming out. And we're going to mix that baking soda and that glue together. Are you ready to see? Pretty cool. So, just some glue and some baking soda mixed together. But that's a little boring. I think we need to make it a little more interesting. What do you think? Should we add some color? Yay! Let's put in some food coloring. We've got some neon green, 2 drops. Let's make it 3 or 4. And then how about a drop or 2 of blue? Because blue and green together are going to make turquoise. You ready? Let's see what happens. We mix and we mix. Oh, it's still pretty green. I don't know. You think we should add a little more blue? I think we should. What do you think? A little more blue. Let's add 1 or 2 more drops of blue. I love turquoise. It's one of my favorite colors. So we're going to mix. Ooh. Oh, that's looking to be nice. I like that. Let's see what happens. Now we're going to take some contact lens solution. If your parents wear contacts, you probably already have this in your house. And we need about 1 tablespoon. So we're going to put 1 tablespoon of contact lens solution into our slime. Whoa! And now we mix and we mix and we mix. Oh, it's already starting to come together. Can you see that? Ooh, slimy. Keep mixing. Keep mixing. Get it all nice and mixed together. Yay! If it's too sticky, you're going to add a little more contact lens solution. Let's see what happens. Now, we're going to knead this. Oh, that's pretty good. Not too bad. It's a little sticky on one of my fingers, but as soon as I mix it a little, slime. Parents, let me give you one word of advice. Vinegar dissolves slime. Great piece of advice. And look at that. Slime. Whoa. I think my favorite thing to do with slime is to take and make a transparent area. Make it as thin as you can. Some other teachers like to do things like making it as long as possible. Whoa! Look at that! Oh my goodness! Oh! It finally broke. Look at that. Pretty cool. So that is our slime with just 4 ingredients. Glue and baking soda, contact lens solution, and a little bit of coloring. Now, if I put this in a sealed container, it will stay for a long time. And as I said, if it gets on your clothes, vinegar, ta-da! Now, should we try another science experiment with Pete the Cat? Yay! I think so. So, I have some warm water, and I've got a glass jar. I also have a piece of string. Sounds like the recipe for a magic show, right? Well, I'm going to take and I'm going to put tablespoons of sugar in the warm water. We want to make a super saturated concentration. What does that mean? It means we want to mix in as much as possible. So let's see. I've got 1 tablespoon of sugar. It's mixing. How about, let's see, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Still mixing. We want to mix in so much sugar that it doesn't dissolve anymore. Let's see, what else? 3 tablespoons of sugar. Mix, mix, mix. Oh, it's getting a little harder to mix now. Let's see. 4 tablespoons of sugar. Still mixing in. Ooh, still mixing. 5 tablespoons of sugar. Let's go for it. 5 tablespoons of sugar. Still mixing in. Let's see. 6 tablespoons of sugar. Still mixing. Basically, I'm still just going to keep adding sugar until it won't mix anymore. Let's see. 7. Let's go for 7. 7 tablespoons of sugar. Oh my goodness. It's still mixed. Oh, I'm just now starting to see a tiny bit of sugar that won't mix. Let's see. Oh, it's mixing. It's mixing. Oh, it's mostly mixed in there. Let's try one more. Let's see what happens. Last one. I think we're at 7. I think I might have lost count. I think 7. So we have 3 cups of hot water and 7 tablespoons of sugar. That looks pretty mixed to me. So we have made a super saturated concentration of hot water and sugar. And let's add a couple of drops of food coloring to our mix. Got some pink here, pink purple. Let's see. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that looks cool, right? Let's mix it. Whoa, pretty cool purple water. Now this purple sugar water we're going to pour in our glass jar. Three cups. Oh, doesn't quite fit in. We filled up our jar. This is just a normal spaghetti sauce jar. Now we're going to take our string and we're going to put our string inside of the water. And we want it to go all the way down. I'm going to use my spoon that I mixed my sugar with to get it to float down in the water. And crystals of sugar are going to grow on this string. It's called rock candy. So cool. Have you ever been to a science museum and bought rock candy on a stick? This is the same thing. So we're just taking a super saturated concentration of sugar water and a little bit of coloring. And then we're going to leave it for a couple of days and see what happens. So we've got our string. We've got our jar, we've got our purple sugar water, and I'm going to put the lid on and we'll see what happens. Super cool. Yay! I hope you had fun at science today. I had fun with you guys. Bye! And Pete the cat says, goodbye! Be scientists, be safe, do cool science!